Dear Taurus, Nostradamus knew it. This event, in April 2025, will change your destiny forever. If you identify as a Taurus, I urge you to listen closely. This is not merely a warning, it's a sacred invitation for you to awaken and embrace your true purpose. If your heart is beating faster, it's not fear, it's your soul calling you to step into the light of truth, into the steadfastness you embody. Have you ever felt like you let a significant opportunity to build something lasting, a foundation you could have created, slip through your fingers? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because even regret can transform into light when you have the courage to acknowledge it. If you feel a deep stirring within, it's a sign that your grounded intuition is awakening, embracing a timeless truth that Nostradamus left for you in his mystical writings. Let's delve into the first gate together, the prophecy of Nostradamus and why April is a time meant exclusively for those Taurus ready to transcend their inherent destiny. Few people realize that Nostradamus didn't write his prophecies in a straightforward manner. His words were woven with symbols, intuition, and a blend of logic and emotion, much like the steadfast yet deeply feeling essence of a Taurus. In one of his verses from the late 16th century, he described a figure emerging from the earth, one possessing enduring strength, holding a golden key, a symbol of value and security, with eyes that perceive true worth. It's not hard to interpret this as a reference to Taurus, the zodiac sign of stability and building foundations. You didn't come here to dominate through force. You came to infuse stability, beauty, and patience into a world that is often volatile and hurried. You didn't arrive to shout. You came to listen to the truth of the earth, to cultivate and nurture. Perhaps this is why your presence is needed now more than ever. Nostradamus, despite living centuries ago, sensed an awakening that would begin with those carrying the energy of Mother Earth, of which Taurus is a powerful embodiment. April 2025 marks the dawn of that awakening as Venus, your ruling planet, enters a rare astrological alignment, creating a powerful resonance with Earth's energy. This alignment will open a gateway of prosperous energy, both materially and spiritually, accessible only to those with sincere hearts and hands ready to cultivate. And here's the most astonishing part. While this gate is open to all, only Taurus truly carries within them the key of persistence and the ability to turn potential into tangible reality. Remember, you are the second sign in the zodiac cycle. This doesn't diminish your significance. Rather, it enriches your role as the builder of foundations, the one who brings stability after the initial spark. You embody perseverance, quiet endurance, the appreciation of beauty, loyalty, and the ability to transform ideas into tangible, physical form. When Nostradamus referred to someone who perceives true worth, he was recognizing the unique gift that resides within you. You sense enduring value before it fully forms. You understand the worth of waiting and cultivating. You cherish what you have and know how to protect it. This is the gift the world desperately needs right now. But if you don't utilize this gift, stability can turn into stagnation. Patience, if not directed towards constructive goals, can become stubbornness, and the appreciation of the material, if not balanced with spiritual value, can lead to attachment. This is why April does not come to challenge your stability. It comes to restore to you a sacred role, the role of the one who sees the long-term value, who knows how to build a solid foundation, and gently guides others through their reliability. You don't need to raise your voice or engage in arguments. By simply embodying your natural steadfastness and trustworthiness, you can catalyze powerful transformations in ways no one expects. If you find yourself questioning your worth, feeling perhaps too practical or too rooted, let me reassure you, you have always been enough. The world is waiting for you to emerge from your familiar comfort zone and turn the values you cherish into enduring reality. Have you ever felt you were too realistic, too grounded, wishing someone could truly recognize the profound depth and strength within your quietude? Share that in the comments, for here, you no longer need to hide your steadfast light. If you sense that a door of opportunity is opening, listen closely for the first signs that the universe is gently knocking on your practical soul. There are mornings when you wake up feeling a strong urge to create something beautiful, something lasting. There are nights when dreams transport you to fertile fields, lush gardens, places where you feel peaceful and at home, as if you once cultivated them in another life. The feeling of touching the earth, the scent of flowers, the beauty of a work of art. These aren't mere coincidences. They are the universe's way of whispering, it's time to build your dream. In my years of working with astrological charts, I have encountered numerous signs undergoing awakenings, but only Taurus possesses the innate ability to perceive true value through the senses, to understand sustainability without complex theories. If you've felt uneasy or unusually sensitive to beauty lately, know this: you are not weak. You are awakening to deeper values. You don't shy away from reality. You embrace it, translating the universe's language into tangible actions, a warm and reliable gaze, practical help, a beautifully tended space. You are a bridge between the material world and a grounded spirit, and that connection is desperately needed in a society that often lacks stability and faith in long-term values. Don't rush to dismiss the subtle signs, a sunbeam illuminating your garden just when you needed peace, a stranger talking about the exact value you've been seeking, a series of fortunate events related to finances or career. These are the universe's melodies, calling out to your steadfast heart. If you've ever felt stagnant, waking up at the end of the day, feeling unfulfilled without understanding why, know that your soul is beckoning you toward a more sacred journey, one of building based on true worth. You've already taken the first steps, even if you haven't fully realized it yet. What signs have you encountered recently that made you feel the universe is calling your name? Please share them in the comments. Your experiences might resonate with someone else's journey. As the signs become clearer, you must choose a path. Ignoring these signs will cause them to vanish like morning dew. That's why Nostradamus left behind a map of destiny for this April, featuring 3 transformative doors, 3 pivotal crossroads that every Taurus soul may encounter in this lifetime. There was a time when I believed transformation was a conscious process, requiring us to be strong enough, knowledgeable enough, or prepared enough. But after countless dialogues about soul maps, I've come to understand that transformation doesn't wait for us to be ready. It arrives when the soul has longed enough for change. It comes like the first rain of spring, sudden, powerful, and needing no permission. In April 2025, the universe extends a clear invitation to you, a chance to enter a completely new chapter, one that is more stable and prosperous. But this chapter doesn't unfold under pressure. It opens through an awakening to true value. It doesn't demand that you become someone else. It gently invites you to return to your authentic self with the groundedness and appreciation for beauty you naturally possess. There are 3 key milestones that will shape your destiny this month: awakening to core values, action, tangible building, and alignment with the flow of abundance. These 3 waves will guide your path forward, provided you are present enough to step through each threshold. There's a simple yet profound truth. We don't need to do anything extraordinary to awaken. We simply need to pause and feel. In this fast-paced world, you, dear Taurus, are one of the few who remembers the importance of connecting with reality, with your senses. April 2025 is a month of inner calling towards value, and the first pillar for you to step into your destined doorway is awakening. But awakening isn't what most people envision. It doesn't come with thunderous roars or life-altering events. For Taurus, awakening is that moment when you step into the quiet of nature, touch the earth, gaze at a flower, and realize you can feel the beauty and stability that others have long forgotten. Instead of rushing to check your work emails in the morning, open your heart to your senses. Sit down and ask yourself, what truly brings value and peace to my soul today? Then quietly observe what arises: an image of your dream home, a warm feeling of abundance, a memory of a peaceful moment in nature. This is the universe whispering directly to you. You possess the gift of practical perception and grounded intuition. That gift doesn't require complex analysis. It only calls for your attentive feeling and sensing. You may not understand why you feel moved by a beautiful piece of music, why a familiar scent evokes strong memories, or why tending to a plant brings such deep peace. These aren't weaknesses or sentimentality. They are the signs of someone awakening to the true beauty and value of life. Write down what touches you, what you cherish, even if they seem mundane at first. Feelings and sensory experiences are the universe's language when logic falls short. Spending just a few minutes each morning in dialogue with yourself through sensing the world around you can provide more grounding than any advice ever could. If there's only one thing you do each day, let it be this: turn inward, connect with your body and senses, and jot down your true feelings and perceptions without judgment. Every cosmic signal begins with a feeling or sensation, and you must be quiet and focused enough to notice it. You don't need anyone's permission to awaken. You only need a moment of stillness to realize you are the miracle of stability and beauty waiting to be revealed. But awakening alone isn't enough. The light within you, no matter how steadfast, will diminish if it's never expressed outwardly through tangible creation. This is why the transformation journey of April doesn't end in the inner realm. It continues with a courageous step: action. Action doesn't have to be grand. It must be sincere, practical, and consistent. Awakening is when you open your eyes to value, but action is when you dare to walk the path of building that value, a path that may lack a red carpet or a detailed guide. This is why so many who awaken continue to live as if they're asleep in stagnation. Taurus, you see the path forward so clearly, but sometimes hesitate out of fear of change or fear of failing to build perfectly. You feel the potential, but because you value stability so highly, you may find it challenging to take that first step that disrupts the familiar. Have you ever had a brilliant idea light up your mind, your heart racing, yet your hand couldn't lift to begin because you feared the risk? That's not weakness. It's your soul standing at the threshold of your life, fully aware of the significance of that constructive step. You don't need a perfect plan down to the last detail, nor do you have to wait for the absolute right moment. All you need is one deep breath and a quiet promise to yourself: I will not abandon this dream of building again. For you, action is not about performance. It's an inner ritual, a practice of patient cultivation. It's the moment you write the first line of the business plan you've held in your heart for ages. It's the moment you start saving for that important goal. It's standing firm through challenges, declaring, I still choose persistence and building value. This April, the universe doesn't demand much from you. It simply asks that you no longer deny the constructive voice within. Action is how you bring your grounded soul into the material world. And that's how the light of abundance multiplies. Write down 3 specific, small actions you will take, not to prove anything, but to honor your soul's desire to build. Then, take the first step today. Don't wait for perfect inspiration. Create it with your initial movement, even if it feels slow. It's not the strongest among us who create miracles. It's the steadfast souls who dare to start taking action. Dare to build brick by brick, even when their hearts worry about stability. Once you awaken to true value and begin to act with persistence, even if those steps are tentative, you'll enter a deeper, more sacred stage, alignment with the universe's flow of abundance. This is when you start to flow with the natural rhythm of growth and receiving. You no longer attempt to rigidly control everything. Instead, you learn to trust the process and the value of patience. Dear Taurus, there comes a moment on your journey when you realize that true strength lies not in controlling every aspect of your life, but in consciously letting go of what no longer serves you and trusting in the universe's provision, believing you are always supported by Mother Earth. Alignment is a state that cannot be adequately described. It must be felt by the heart and senses. To nurture this state, you need a personal sanctuary, a quiet, beautiful space where you can connect. Create a small corner in your home with items that bring you peace and comfort: a beautiful stone, a thriving plant, a favorite piece of art, a scented candle. Whenever you feel lost or anxious, take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart, or touch the earth and whisper, I release old stagnation. I open myself to the flow of new abundance. This isn't just a mantra, it's a heartfelt prayer sent to the universe. If possible, take a walk in a park, garden, or any place with nature. Earth and plants are where Taurus souls are energetically reborn. Without words or explanations, let nature whisper the truths you've forgotten and touch the quietest corners of your heart. When you live in alignment, everything begins to flow naturally. Opportunities arrive at the right moment, creative ideas emerge, relationships harmonize, and even losses become the clearing for something better to enter your life. If you've ever practiced a personal ritual, like gardening, cooking, organizing your home, that brought you true peace, please share it in the comments. Your experience might illuminate the path for someone else. These 3 pillars form your map, but only you can hold the compass. Like any journey, if you don't take a step, the map remains blank. But what happens if you do nothing? If you stay silent in your comfort zone, the next part serves as both a warning and a profound spiritual truth that Nostradamus once foresaw. Prepare yourself, Taurus. There's one thing that has always haunted me after decades of walking alongside souls like yours: hesitation and resistance to change. Not because you lack strength, on the contrary, you are one of the strongest signs, living practically and consistently, choosing what you believe is right and valuable. Yet that very steadfastness can sometimes lead to stagnation. Moments where you cling to the familiar, fear change, and allow opportunities for building a better future to slip away. Nostradamus once referenced a peculiar image in a forgotten verse. He who sees the fertile ground but chooses to stay in the barren land will lose both the harvest and the hope. I believe he spoke of moments like this. You can feel that something significant is on the horizon, an opportunity to build a more solid foundation, can't you? You know what you need to do, yet you haven't acted. You think, I can do it later, believing that waiting won't hurt. But the truth is, the universe and opportunities don't wait. Your soul may feel weary from stagnation, and opportunities, once past, seldom return in the same form. We don't get to choose when the universe calls our name. We only decide whether to listen and act or remain silent in false stability. That silence isn't harmless. It creates a void in the soul, and if prolonged, that void can evolve into unspoken regret about what you didn't dare to build. Someone once posed the question, "What if I do nothing?" I responded softly, yet honestly, someone else will, and they will receive the gift of abundance that was meant for you. The greatest pain is not failing while building. It's watching someone else live in the dream house you once envisioned, realizing you let the chance slip away simply because you doubted your ability or feared change. I understand you may still feel fear. Your practical heart carries questions that need clear answers. But remember, it's often those who doubt the most who are most deserving of love and guidance. If you're hearing this message, it may be a sign that the universe hasn't given up on you. But you must begin. You must choose a direction instead of remaining stagnant. Have you ever missed an opportunity to build something? A relationship, a career, a home, because you hesitated or feared change? A moment where you wished you had been braver to start? Share that story. Your experience could inspire someone else who feels afraid, just as you once did. The universe doesn't merely issue warnings and walk away. It always leaves a bridge, as long as you're willing to take the first step. If you're ready to break through stagnation, what follows is your key to action. 9 practical spiritual methods to help you reactivate your building energy this month. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to begin. I firmly believe that you don't have to search far to find the sacred. Often, it arrives through small, tangible actions performed with a fully present heart. You don't need to transform into a flawless version of someone else to heal. You simply need to return to yourself, to your breath, to Mother Earth, to the seemingly mundane things that are actually where the light has always awaited your return. Letter to your future self. Write a letter to your future self, not to instruct, but to reassure and visualize. Imagine yourself a year from now, someone who has faced their fears of change, built a more solid foundation, and is living more peacefully and abundantly than ever. Write to that person as if you're encouraging them in their moment of needing steadfastness, whispering, "I believe you will build it." Connect with Mother Earth. Each evening, if possible, soak your feet in warm water with Epsom salt, or walk barefoot on grass, earth for a few minutes. In that silence, feel the energy from the earth rising, whispering, "I release stagnation. I embrace groundedness and the new flow." Trust me, Mother Earth listens, especially when the voice comes from a Taurus water blessing ritual. In the morning, as you pour your first glass of water, look into it as if gazing through a gateway to abundance. Whisper your wish for stability, beauty, or the value you want to build. It doesn't need to be grand. Sincerity is what matters. Then drink that water with complete trust. For as Nostradamus once wrote, in one interpretation, what is sent into water can be reborn. Tangible affirmations. Leave small signs of self-love and affirmation of worth around you. A sticky note behind the mirror that reads, "I am worthy of abundance and beauty." Or a small message tucked into your wallet that says, "I am steadfast and capable." These affirmations will gradually replace the doubting voice within you with the gentle whispers of an awakened soul. Nature walk. Whenever possible, walk near trees, in a park, or simply gaze at a houseplant. No music, no talking, just you and nature. This silence isn't loneliness. It's the moment nature begins to share stories, tales of resilience, dreams you once concealed, and opportunities awaiting your acknowledgement and cultivation. Grounding breath. Before sleep, try breathing slowly and deeply, focusing on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body, feeling the stability in your chest. Practice belly breathing for 5 rounds. You'll feel the energy within you harmonize like a lullaby, guiding you into peaceful slumber without the need for escape. Sanctuary corner. If there's a small corner in your home, transform it into a refuge for your soul. It doesn't have to be extravagant. Just fill it with items that soothe you. A stone you love, an old photo evoking happy memories, a favorite handcrafted item. Spend a few minutes there each day, and you'll realize you were never lost from inner peace. Explore creativity, craft. If your heart yearns for something deeper, explore a creative or practical craft. Not necessarily to forge a career, but to reconnect with the aspects of yourself that appreciate beauty and building. Painting, pottery, cooking, gardening, writing freely can help you converse with your consciousness, while mindful walking teaches you to listen to each steady step as if it's a divine message. Gratitude practice. Each day, take 1 minute to think of 3 things you are grateful for, especially tangible comforts or sources of security: your home, food, loved ones, health. Gratitude is a magnet for abundance. You don't need to be extraordinary to receive a miracle. You only need to be present enough with yourself, with your senses, and with gratitude for the light of abundance to recognize you. If anything I've shared resonates with you, write it down as a small commitment to your soul. This gentle act could alter the course of your life. You already possess the map, the tools, and you've seen the signs. But there's still one final piece that Nostradamus mentioned, a message meant for those ready to stop hiding in stagnation and step onto the stage of destiny, calling life by their own name through their values and steadfastness. Take a deep breath and walk with me into the final part. If you're still listening, it means your soul is prepared, not to find an answer from outside, but to accept that you are the creator of your own prophecy. Nostradamus didn't merely pen cryptic verses. He left behind symbols, images, and fragments of messages hidden in moonlight, astrological charts, and recurring dreams that may have once seemed like mere coincidences. Can you see it? Every event, every person, every emotion rising within you lately seems to be orchestrating your arrival at a threshold, a point of no return, where you can only move forward or remain forever as a version of yourself that never truly lived according to your core values. Taurus, you weren't born to linger on the sidelines in false security. You were destined to feel deeply the beauty of life. to perceive the value others overlook, to gather the tangible pieces of reality and create something enduring, beautiful, and resonant with long-term worth. You once lived in familiar stability, but now the universe is beckoning you to awaken, not to abandon that stability, but to realize it on a higher level through faith, persistent action, and the steady steps that only you can take. You don't need to raise your voice to be heard. You only need the courage to live your truth consistently. The entire world doesn't have to validate you. You simply need to believe in your inner voice of value and be brave enough to build your life upon it. The prophecy meant for you isn't inscribed on paper. It's reflected in your eyes when you gaze into the mirror and see your own worth. And it's in your breath when you dare to declare, "I am ready to build." You have traversed the darkness of doubt and touched the depths of resistance to change that many shy away from naming. Now, the light of abundance and true value is calling you forth. You may still feel apprehensive, but remember that fear often signifies you are standing at the edge of something real, valuable, and transformative. If you choose to trust the prophecy your soul whispers to you each night through your appreciation for beauty and stability, if you decide to rewrite your life with love for true value instead of regret over stagnation, if you choose to step out not to prove your worth, but to live fully in it, then you have already activated your stage of destiny. Taurus, you no longer need to wait for someone else to call your name or validate your worth. You are the creator of the abundance the universe has been anticipating. If you feel even a hint of resonance from this message, I invite you to write a simple affirmation: "I choose to build my true worth." This will signal to the universe that your soul is ready to rise. If this message has touched your heart, even in the slightest, consider sharing it as a gift. Who knows, it might find its way to another Taurus soul standing at their own threshold, seeking the light of stability and abundance. Remember, the end of this message isn't a stopping point. It's the beginning of a new journey, one where you no longer have to doubt your worth or your ability to build. Welcome back to your true self and embrace the destiny that has been written in the light of persistence and beauty. The universe is waiting for you, dear Taurus. Step into your power, for your time has come. As you navigate this transformative period, remember that every steadfast step you take is a testament to your strength and resilience. The journey ahead may be filled with challenges, but with your innate gifts of perception, patience, and the ability to build, you have everything you need to not only overcome them, but to thrive. Trust in the process, in the natural rhythm of growth, and allow yourself to be guided by the whispers of Mother Earth and the beauty around you. You are not alone on this path. The energies around you are supporting your every move. Embrace the changes, cherish the moments of awakening to value, and watch as your life unfolds in ways you've always dreamed of. A life that is stable, beautiful, and abundant. So, as we conclude this message, take a moment to breathe deeply. Feel the grounded energy within you stirring, and let it guide you toward the extraordinary life that awaits. The universe has great plans for you, and your journey of building is just beginning. Thank you for being here, dear Taurus. Your steadfast light and ability to create beauty are needed now more than ever.